not mayonnaise and motor oil.
Mutilated monkey milk. Rapid fire. I just did a fucking podcast 2 days ago, and now I'm doing another one with Mr. Hunter.
Yes.
Hunter, yes. Call him yes.
We got a load of bull. First things first.
First things first.
I'm
Was
the
peace,
realest.
Uncle Phil. Yeah,
I was gonna, dude.
I think
I'm on that 2000 and late type shit though right now. I don't know what it is. This is goddamn Blackberry Blue Dream, bro. It's blowing my mind.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. We smoked like a bowl and a half of it.
Yeah, and then we couldn't finish the second bowl.
Yeah.
Too caught up in Overwatch.
Just doing. And then I made some dank ass food.
Oh yeah, dude. We got real south with it, like past the wall south.
But like it's if it was like chorizo and eggs, but it was like if you mailed a saltine cracker to Mexico and brought it back, like the flavor that it was like half really white and half Mexican.
Because you know how Mexico is, they've just got spices just floating in as their atmosphere. So really, that's how they do it. They just soak a tortilla in some olive oil and wave it around and then fry that bitch up. You got your flavor.
Dude, I don't know, but it was dank. So now we are gonna partake into that bowl.
We are.
I've told Hunter forever we were gonna podcast.
Yeah, this is my first one. Like I said, I'm on that 2000 late, so late to everything,
dude. Yeah, that has good flavor to it and everything.
Yeah, I wish they had like an aromizer for like over the interwebs.
Like a snifferam.
Yeah. You just sniff right on the screen, man. You get all the aroma.
Do you think people would be huffing paint on the internet?
I think no. People would be doing far less than huffing paint. They would just be in their VR porn worlds with our society. Fucking everybody's just getting that POV shit out of the way.
Yeah, now it's POVR.
I'll tell you what though, dude. If we had some of that aroma shit going through the interwebs, I would never pay for weed ever again in my life. I would just like watch all the weed videos on YouTube.
Do you smoke it for the smell?
Dude, I smoke it because when I snort marijuanas, it's so flavorful going up my nostrils.
Yeah, dude. When I snort marijuanas, I'd start injecting them.
Dude, yeah, dude. I'll shoot up a 10 right now. You think I'm scared?
It's never good. You know what? Skylar Kruger, my homie Skylar. I don't need to say last names, I guess, but
Too late.
He sent me a Snapchat, and I haven't opened it yet, and so now Skylar's gonna be on the podcast.
Yeah, we're getting a 3-way.
But he's not really going to be on the podcast. I'm just snapping him during.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's going to be a taste of medicine right there. Like, you literally have Trevor's Snapchat saved as his phone number, man.
Well,
and that cracks me up.
Dude, I have his, I have it saved because his phone number for some reason is saved just as his phone number, but I got, like, number memory, so I know everyone's numbers for the most part. Sometimes I forget them, but... Yeah, I know like fucking everybody's numbers.
Dude, oh, there they are. Averages.
Hey, yeah.
Did almost $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So we got really high. We're like, let's podcast, but at the same time, we're like, what are we gonna fucking talk about?
So we're winging it right now. We really don't have any. You guys are gonna be just as surprised as we are.
I can't start a podcast without drinking a beer, and I think that I have one last beer, so. For entertainment purposes, let me go get it.
Yeah, I'll stand by with the elevator music. Real talk though, some questions we gotta ask ourselves. Explain to me how the FDA and the DEA can schedule a non-psychoactive substance as a Schedule 1 narcotic. Please. Let's talk about that. That's good. Hold on.
That's what I'm talking about right now because I need to figure out how in the fucking world the DEA did make even CBD a new Schedule 1 narcotic in like a subcategory. So I'm gonna pull that up on Google. Let's do some motherfucking research.
My biggest like question about it though is it gonna be like one of those kratom things where it'll be like a Schedule I narcotic for like fucking 4 weeks and then people just realize how completely ludicrous they are for it?
I doubt it.
I mean, I think just because it's derived from cannabinoids is the only reason that it is. People are so afraid of this flower, but I don't necessarily think they're afraid of it. I think
it's profit.
It's profit. It's all pharmaceutical companies. Big Pharma owns the world, and that's what we don't understand. I mean, everybody's praying out there for, like, cancer and Parkinson's and Addison's and ALS, all the cures for that. But, like, let's face it. Even put aside the THC. THC is really only a painkiller anyhow. But the CBDs, I mean, you can't argue that. You can't argue how many lives cannabis
have saved.
We have
YouTube now, and you watch those like Parkinson's, severe cerebral palsy, and you see them smoke weed for the first time.
I know,
and just calm down.
It's because you chill out. You stop the tremors. I mean, I worked in assisted living facilities for a long time, and I always saw, people even with bad panic attacks. Like, I have super bad panic attacks all the time. And I find myself, as I get older, smoking less and less for recreation and more just to kind of level myself out, like...
Recreation to medication.
And here's my thing. It sounds super weird, especially because I'm a fucking 20-year-old kid that smokes weed on a regular basis. But legalizing it for recreation is just making it a bigger joke than what it already is amongst the eyes of medical research. I mean, it should really only be utilized as medicine. Does that mean
you can't enjoy it?
Yeah, you can't enjoy it? No, that doesn't. Exactly why it was put on this. Like, it was designed for the same purposes that we're now starting to use it for.
Yeah, I believe in the recreational side of it, but I also see what you're trying to say. It becomes like less sought after not sought after mainly for medication rather than to get quote unquote fucked up. You know what I mean? It's a thing like going to the bar and getting fucked up, or if you actually had some ailments, you could treat it using the right strains. Because even there's certain strains that aren't going to be beneficial. There's, if it doesn't have very much CBD, let that be like the recreational and everything. But there's certain strains for even certain ailments in a sense of where the CBDs are stronger and everything like that.
Have you ever looked at the app called Leafly?
I'm on it right now, dude.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I was actually getting ready to read.
Dude. So Leafly's a good app, but here's where I'm coming from the recreation standpoint. Since it is used for recreation and it's labeled as, a recreational drug, it's not looked at as a medicine, because if you look at a medicine, you're going to look at that as a plant and not a narcotic.
Yeah.
And right now, because it is legalized and people are using it recreationally, it's given that, all right, well, it's a narcotic, just like everything else, but it's not. It's a miracle plant. I mean, honestly.
It very much so is. And then on the medical side, I mean, you don't even have to ingest the psychoactive THC to get the medical benefits from it. And that's what's crazy, because there's pure CBD. And that's even, you're able to show the world more about CBD, I've noticed. More about CBD. People are more, like, willing to watch it because there's no psychoactive.
Yeah, they're not as ignorant to it because it's not psychoactive. Yeah, that's exactly it.
So then they actually see it like that, and then you can talk to an avid smoker and be like, weed is full of CBD.
And that's how you win over the conservative vote on that entirety. I would rather it be federally legal on a medicinal basis than legal in 12 or 13 states for recreation and medicinal.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I know a lot of people that are missing out, and they're just taking pharmaceutical after pharmaceutical, and it's because they take a pill to fix something, and then they have to take another pill to fix the side effects of the pill they're taking for whatever ailment they have, and it's just a never-ending course, which is why Big Pharma is allowed to charge you guys fucking $571 for fucking EpiPen.
Yeah, and that's why, and then I had a concept we were just talking about CBD becoming illegal.
You didn't open this beer.
I know, I just smoked enough. I don't even know if I need the beer.
We'll split this beer.
Okay. So the DEA making CBDs illegal. Had a customer, I was selling some CBDs, and I had a customer talk to me about, she asked what CBDs were, and my response was the non-medical beneficiary to, I guess, marijuana. You know, it's the best way to put it. And the non-psychoactive part of it as well. You don't get a high. And she goes, oh, so it's not fun? It's like, bitch, it doesn't have to be fun.
Yeah.
Who said that was fun? Like,
Yeah.
who said it was supposed to be fun? And then she kept going and going and going, and then she kind of put in fruition this thought in my head because I said there's no psychoactive, this and that. And she goes, oh, like Marinol. And then I was like, is Marinol a fucking pharmaceuticalized cannabinoid?
Marinol
Sure
is.
as shit.
It
It's
is.
a new patented pharmaceuticalized.
Well, it's newly patented, but have you ever read articles of what they were doing when we were going through like wars, like why this drug was developed? And it was just pretty much to disable the entire enemy force.
Yeah.
Because they made it when you get it through a pharmacy, it's in like a little like an Advil gel cap type deal, but all it is like a wax type viscosity, kind of like a bunch of VG that was thrown in the fridge for a little bit and it's almost gelatinous.
Yeah.
It's made like that, and it was made to disable the enemy army. And it's more potent than THC itself, but here's the thing is it's man-made, and you can't trust anything man-made.
No, hell no.
Anything. I mean, think about anything that you could even include as minorly psychoactive. You know, like we've got kratom, which comes from opium leaves.
No, it comes from
It's an opium plant. You know Grace and Frank? The ones that come in on a regular, the one really tall and skinny dude, and then so they came in and he was showing me like the type of opium plant it was off of, and they grow around here. They're the little needly fucking
like sagebrush needle things.
Like that. Yeah, they're like the really green needly things, and that's where it comes from. I had no idea.
Well,
I knew it was a bunch of plants.
I'm sure
and
you
shit.
can pull it, but there's a specific root with the kratom that is of the coffee family, and a ton of research that I did is it's not necessarily opioid plant. It releases alkaloids rather than opioids, but these opioids, when ingested, act as opioids within your body, and then they break down and have no dependency.
Yeah, it's because of the breakdown. It's the way your body completely absorbs.
Yeah, you don't have a dependency on it.
But either way, you're not gonna overdose on that. You're not gonna overdose on weed. As soon as somebody overdoses on weed, I swear on my mom's grave, I will stop smoking. Swear. I will stop cold turkey. If someone can smoke twice their body weight, mouth to lung, in under 45 minutes, I will fucking stop. But I'll pay for a statue, bro.
Watch these motherfuckers. Let's watch some motherfuckers take some dabs. Some fucking 5-gram dabs to the dome.
Shit, dude. I thought that my 1 gram was like something to be proud of. And like a year ago, dude, I remember people telling me that was like a fat ass dab. And now, dude, you got like Mountain Man and shit taking 11-gram dabs.
I know. What the fuck?
It was 22-gram dab. And he got like 10 grams of reclaim off of it. It's fucking nuts, man.
This guy's gonna take a 5-gram butter dab, it says.
I like the dab stars, how they do the fucking cool shit for wax.
Dude, I need to go to Oregon and get me some wax. I miss out on some fucking wax.
Dude, they lowered the price, and they got some White Widow wax. Some good shit, bro.
Let's see, I just want to fast forward through this. Holy shit, that is humongous slab.
Dude, that almost looks like hash. Look at it. Look at it.
It's like crumble.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of pressed crumble.
5.1 grams.
Oh, he's just gonna dunk that bitch. You know it. He's probably got like an octa head for his bong, all just with titanium nails.
What? If you had a chance to do a 5-gram, I know us as fucking smokers who have smoked it all.
Not a chance.
I know I couldn't hang.
I would fucking puke, bro.
I've done like a half gram at once, and like I was done. But I know that if I did a couple half grams here and there, like if I was living in Washington, I could handle a gram. That would be my big thing.
A gram's all right, especially when you're talking wax. But like I remember the irony of me telling you, like when I was humbled in my smoking experience was when I was telling you I've never puked from smoking, and then you're like, all right, well, I came over the next morning, man, like fucking literally 9 a.m., man. We take grab bongs, but this fucking asshole, dude, he has this big ass bowl piece in this nasty ass grab bong, and he fills it like a half gram each, and we hit it in one hit. I start coughing, man. We're playing Overwatch. My hands start getting tingly. It's like I lost my green card all over again. I looked at him and I was like, dude, I'm probably going to fucking puke, man. Sure as shit. 15 minutes later, I'm in his bathroom puking up nothing but like acid in my mouth. And that was fucking, yeah, now I just keep it low. I just keep it low.
Dude, well, it wasn't.
I'm not ashamed.
You did come at me. You're like, dude, I'm so fucking ashamed, dude. And I was like, I didn't even think of that. Cause I've puked on a grab bong, dude. It's I don't think it's necessary. Well, the hits are fucking ginormous. This thing is a fucking
dirty.
It's dirty, but the bowl piece is a party bowl, and the volume of the bottle that I'm using is like a half gallon or like a quarter gallon rather, and you just take it in one fucking hit. So you cut the bottom off and just pound it. You know, like you're sucking a dick almost. But
you
like,
got to deep throat it, man.
The thing is like if you don't remember how to hit those, and whether or not you remember how to hit those or not, if you haven't hit one in a while, you tend to just kind of swallow the fucking smoke. So you took a half gram one hit and then you swallowed it. It was like
up your belly.
Yeah, it's like a combo thing. So I wasn't thinking like, oh, I got him, dude, because I've gotten back when we first started dabbing. Kids didn't know. Kids were thinking I was pulling heroin or something out because they hadn't seen this shit. I just would like dab motherfuckers to sleep. There was a fucking kid I used to DJ for, Magic Mike. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, or I don't really give a fuck. He was weird. He's like one of those kids that was like a boyfriend, try to be a boyfriend, like. But we did good music shit. But then he got weird and he moved to Seattle. I haven't talked to him since. Anyway,
he moved to Seattle. I mean, that tells you all you really need to know.
I used to dab him all the time, and he would fall asleep. We have professional pictures of him knocked the fuck out. How about that? I used to do that to people, but now like I don't smoke like I used to. So sometimes when I smoke in the morning, I'm fucking thinking if I smoke too much, you know.
I mean, like if you would have told me a year ago, in all honesty, that a bowl and a half out of the smallest bowl would have put my ass down for 2 hours, I would have fucking laughed at you. But that sure as shit would happen to me today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was some tasty shit we got down here in Emmett right now, honestly.
Yeah, fucking, I don't know. And then you feel like you're like at the tail end of your high, and the next thing you know, I gotta go drive, and then I'm like, oh, I'm still so
right. I feel more comfortable behind the wheel of a car.
Oh shit.
He's just gonna dunk this bitch in a giant ass nail right now.
That's what she said.
I love this microphone, man.
Yeah, dude, this mic's sweet. They're cheap as shit and have good quality.
Oh no, he's letting that's cheat. Look
well,
how much
still,
is going.
oh,
I know.
There's so much that's fell. There's so much that's falling right now. Let's see. They're gonna carve the fuck out of it, dude. He's just gonna spend 3. Oh, I skipped a minute in, dude. They're just gonna carve it constantly.
Yeah.
That's gonna go. He's got an E now.
Yeah.
So it's gonna keep going.
Yo, shout out DHgate for having the dopest e-nail kit for like $150. Comes with a bong, all the adapters,
dude.
Fucking the heated nail itself.
Dude, he almost stopped. He tried to stop. Let's see. I'm gonna cut out. That one was kind of lame.
Yeah, that was really. Type in Mountain Man's. Mountain Man dab.
Oh, Mountain Man dab. I wish that we were.
22.5 gram.
What? 22.5 gram?
Yeah. Hold on. Yep.
22 grams.
Yeah. No, and he does it like a champion. Look, he's hooked up to like an octa head, bro. There's like 6 different nails, and they all just drop it on there. But they're all snakes, too. Snakes are the fucking... That's how you get the most out of your dabs.
22 grams, okay?
Nearly a fucking... A street ounce of dabs.
That's crazy.
That's fucking unreal, man.
Yeah, it's 10 grams away from a fucking...
No, it's
5 grams away, huh?
It's 6 grams. It's pretty much a street ounce.
Yeah. That would be so much money. This guy is chiefing 22 grams.
It's no joke. Full screen this shit, dog.
I'm gonna full screen this, and we're gonna talk about it, cause holy fuck,
that's some real
going.
shit.
And this video is
like
5
grams.
minutes.
He donates all the reclaim to patience.
Hell yeah.
And he gets like 10.5 grams of reclaim. He gets half of it back pretty much.
This is so nuts. This video is 5 minutes long.
No, and he doesn't cough and he doesn't stop.
How
I
high
don't,
is he?
fucking very.
Mountain Man or Superman? What's his fucking name?
I know, right, man?
He needs to have a fucking superhero name. These guys are going. I want to fucking visit. I want to visit where these guys are at.
I would get so fucking high just off the smoke out of that rig, dude.
You probably would. Look at it. It's like literally like a
Those
vape.
guys
It looks like
right
a vape.
there are literally just inhaling fucking dabs. All dabs. Like full dab hits.
See,
you breathe in that room.
But we're watching the recreational side of it all right now.
See? And I'm not necessarily against recreation.
The
The reason that I'm more pro-medical than I am pro-recreation is because I want it to actually be able to be utilized like it's supposed to be. And if it's looked at more of a medicine, it's going to be utilized better than it is if it's looked at as a narcotic. I'm going to smoke recreationally whether it says I can or not. Like, I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I'm at. I'm just saying in the state of law. I mean, like, everybody that smokes has been smoking. The legality of it hasn't changed anything. When was the last time you ever saw a stoner kill somebody? Honestly, bro.
The fucking right-wing news people probably have
I'm
it.
right-wing as fuck, and you know that.
No, you're not as right-wing as
I'm as right-wing. I'm about an 80-20
You're
mix.
like libertarian, dude.
No,
Libertarian.
I'm very conservative, especially on social issues. If I start talking about politics...
All you gotta do is look around you and just realize that you're a little less conservative than you think you are.
Well, I'm sure I am. I'm only 20.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
But I get
you're
more
not
and more
you're not
conservative
dude, you're
as time goes on.
You're not a Mike Simpson, Crago fucking
No.
supporting conservative.
I'm not crazy, but like social issues, I'm definitely conservative.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, like,
I could agree with you on that.
I'm more of like that neutral interpreter. Like I don't associate myself as a Republican or as a Democrat. I don't do that shit. I don't play that. Thomas Jefferson was the one that said if we ended up picking sides on our own nation, we would fall. Mm-hmm. And we have. That's literally what that is.
Dude.
So I just vote for whoever's the realest shit. That's why I voted for Trump. Sorry. I did.
Vote.
I did. Well, honestly, I didn't vote either. But if I would have thought my vote had any relevance, I would have voted for Trump. And here's why. One, he was no bullshit. No bullshit at all. He didn't give a fuck what he was saying. He didn't care who he offended. Dude, he offended me. I'm not even about to lie. There's some shit I don't like about him, but when was the last time you heard a president be that fucking real with the people during a campaign?
I started reading things like, I'm starting to realize that Bannon and Putin are kind of like the real presidents of America, and Donald has that populist swing, so he's like kicking it. Dude, I've been on Reddit reading shit. Like, I'm not even on a site anymore. There's shit that I see from Donald Trump explaining things. You know, I mean, him signing all these executive orders, well, that's kind of the president's job at the beginning when he's the new president.
I know.
To wipe everything Obama did.
Exactly, but here's the thing. Like, Barack Obama, awesome dude. I'm glad that he broke the racial barrier by becoming the first black president. Like, I'm all for that. 112%. Great family guy. Fucking hilarious, man. I mean, he made the press laugh all the time. Dude. But here's the thing. Here's the facts with Obama. Unemployment's dropped we are more unemployed by 2%. Okay, I'm a little stoned. More unemployed by 2%. Both terms that he served in office, so from his inauguration date until now, we were in war for all 8 years. Oh, yeah. All 2 terms.
Well, we've been in war since Bush, too, though.
We also, here's the staggering thing, though, but in 8 years, so in 44 presidents, we accumulated $10.1 trillion in debt. In 44 presidents, right? Yeah. That's a shit ton of debt. I don't know if you know how much that is, but that's a lot. And so Obama in the last 8 years, we are now in $19.8 trillion in debt. And the other thing I like about Trump is fuck importing. Move the Ford plant from Mexico back here. Bam, created 30,000 jobs, which is exactly what he said he was going to fucking do. And everybody's confused why he's going through with this wall. But, I mean, do you guys lock your door at night? It's not because you're mean to outsiders. It's because if they want to be inside, they have to be welcome. And if they want to be inside our country, they have to be legal. It's not an anti-immigration thing. It's an anti-illegal immigration thing. And people are getting it fucking twisted because they want to read everything on CNN and believe and be ignorant to the facts. Yeah. But, I'll hear liberals out too, like, believe me, I'm not going to shut anybody's opinion down, but I think it's ridiculous how we're handling things. We're a fucking bunch of babies.
I agree. I fucking was telling Max that I think being the fucking aggregators in those protests would be so fun, dude. But I wouldn't do it probably. But creating that absolute anarchy for a little bit and living that would be nuts. But I've been reading some threads and I totally see all sides of it. At this point, I feel semi glad that Clinton didn't get picked because that could cause a war. But and then with Russia though, so I've been reading a bunch of shit. People claim to think that, like, because I believe that I know Bannon and Trump and Putin all have done business and have been in communication and everything. I do think that they found a way to infiltrate America, in my honest opinion. Does it mean would it be bad or anything? Trump is over here running and changing what he wants, and that's what presidents fucking do. Okay? But, like,
nothing's different.
People think right now that these immigration laws are going to agitate another terrorist attack, but the conspiracy on the end is that people think he's going to agitate a terrorist attack on purpose for the fact that he can then run even stricter laws. Because I see some of the shit he's doing, but at the same time, it's so rapid. It's only like fucking week in, dude.
I know, and he said he was going to do 100 things in his first 100 days. Here's where I'm at. I don't like some of this shit, dude. I don't necessarily agree with the deportation and the way he's going about the immigration. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I haven't heard it from the horse's mouth. I haven't seen him in a press conference address any issue.
Exactly.
And if you're gonna give Donald Trump anything, you gotta at least give him that he's not gonna hold shit from you. I mean, he's already told you what you're not gonna want to hear, what you're not gonna like. He doesn't give a shit. But he's not gonna withhold that information.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go back on his taxes or whatever, like, those are his fucking taxes. You obviously know he's a multi-billionaire. Like, who gives a fuck? He declined the presidential salary. He sold off his businesses to his CO. Like, he doesn't own any companies. Trump is just a name that's floating out there right now, and people think that he's some money-hungry Mr. Krabs looking motherfucker, man. But, like, the truth is, man, he's not such a terrible dude. It's the way the media.
Is there a meme that compares Mr. Krabs?
No, dude, but we should make one right now.
God damn it, that was funny.
God, dude, always coming up with original ideas.
Dude, that was fucking funny.
I don't know, dude. I think we're gonna be a lot better off in 4 years. I bet you. But I could be wrong. It could go either way. The only reason I didn't want Bernie Sanders, man, is because I liked what Bernie Sanders was saying. Yeah. That's when I started getting sketched out, is because, like, think about it. It's been since what? JFK, since we've had... Damn.
JFK since what? Sorry.
Since JFK was president, that we've actually got some honesty and some shit going in this fast of a term. He's only been in office for like 16 days, something like that. Wait, not even.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Like, fucking, I don't know, whatever, maybe 10. I don't give a shit.
Do you know where else I stand on politics?
In your mom's ass.
No, I just don't give a fuck.
I'm just gonna do me regardless on who's president.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, there's certain things that kind of affect me and shit, but the way that I go about it is I function in society, and how society is right now, then that's how I am.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are losing friends or getting fucking beat up because of their opinion. It's an opinion. It's not right or wrong. We can all have different opinions. We can all get along. Smoke a fucking blunt. Sit down. Watch Rick and Morty. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be great.
Gooch balls Montana.
So the DEA did, they're an enforcement agency, and they created a lot of...
If I was bread, I'd be toast.
Jesus. The DEA did make it illegal, and so, unfortunately, the medicine is getting restricted again from the people, except for in the legal states. We just need to wise up.
I mean, a lot of people are trying to tell me, it's going to be another decade before Idaho legalizes. But think about
It's
this:
gonna be a
peer
forced
pressure.
legalization, yeah.
We're fucking the only state
how many
in the
Mormon
Northwest.
friends, dude? How many Mormon friends did you have that would never smoke, and then now they're fucking stoners?
Every single one of them.
And that's what Idaho needs to do. Needs to do act like every Mormon kid who comes back from his mission hating his life starts smoking and changes his life. That is
hey man,
so many of my friends.
Even if you are religious, I'm religious, but even if you are religious, you can smoke weed and get closer to God. I mean, he put it on the ground. It's not man-made. If you believe in God, then you obviously believe that God put marijuana on the earth. And with marijuana being as amazing as it is in all aspects, how can somebody not of a higher power put it on this fucking planet?
Dude,
Same with shrooms, though.
There's a couple things, dude. Shrooms. I say I would urge every religious person to smoke a bowl of DMT and reassess their religion. You can still believe in it, even if you're Christian or whatever.
I mean,
I just want you to re-look at it. I know you've done it.
I've dabbled in my psychedelics. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, no, DMT is one of those drugs though, where you definitely have to be in a mind frame to be able to conquer demons if they so happen. And also, when you die, your body produces a good amount of fucking DMT through your veins, and since your neurotransmitters in your brains are still active because the oxygen is still pumping through, purgatory or heaven or hell could literally just be translated to a DMT trip. Because your DMT trip, it could last you 5 minutes in DMT time or fucking 8 lifetimes. It's really just where you are mentally and how much you can cognitively remember. But salvia is legal and way more intense.
Salvia just seems, I did it one time and didn't pop. My brother and I were just talking about that concept that you were saying.
I fucking hate how this won't stand up though.
Yeah, my bowl piece sucks.
I fucking stab you in the eye with like the goddamn little, like the glass blower just got lazy, man. I didn't want to cut that piece off, and he's like, fuck, man.
There you go. Yeah, my brother and I were talking on that concept of basically I believe that whatever anyone thinks their religion is absolutely correct. But the idea that people balance between a hell and a heaven and shit, that's a fucking, like you were saying, that's a mind state, okay? And so once you die, you obviously release DMT, and where your state of mind is on the said subject is the predictable outcome in a sense, because I studied DMT for like 2-3 years on the highs and stuff because I was really interested in trying it, and when I tried it, my high was very replicable to what I was reading, but my own version of it. And then I realized that everyone's got their own version. So it's almost like all this religion. If you could make up your own fucking religion, you know what I mean? You could say that, like atheists, I laugh at atheists now. I used to be atheist, and I asked a motherfucker, I was like, have you left your body before, bro? Like, and you're still atheist? Have you ever left your mind? That's all I asked when he's like, I'm atheist. And I was like, oh, so when you die, it's all black. Have you ever left your body, bro? That's enough.
That's enough to make you believe in some sort of higher power.
Yeah.
Anything like
whether or not you are your higher power, even if that's your subconscious and you're tapping into your higher power, you being your own deity, sure. Or it could be a god. You could look at it as a god figure.
Whatever the hell you want to translate it to, but you thinking that we weren't created by something is fucking ignorant.
Yeah.
Whatever that something might be, dude. Aliens in the sky, a bearded man on the clouds, your fucking mom in an alternate dirt. Yeah, exactly. Matter can't be created or destroyed.
Yeah, it's just
period.
It's just,
so where are you gonna go?
And that's just one DMT trip. I remember, dude, my DMT trip was beautiful. Oh, some more wheat. Some more wheat. Yeah, my DMT trip. Let me smoke on this for a second here.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, my first DMT trip my only DMT trip. I did enough I knew that I had to smoke a fuck ton to get that full on experience. And I took 4 hits, and each hit was like memorable It's just like different levels every time.
Exactly. It's like walking down a ladder.
Yeah.
Into different dimensions
Like
each
heavy.
time you hit it.
Like my first hit,
it's like drops, bro.
My first hit, I could feel my pineal gland give me an awareness, like as if it opened, like fans, like a Chinese fan where a geisha would be fanning their face with it. My fucking pineal gland opened 360 like that. And my second hit felt like I was jumping out of a fucking plane. Like, all of a sudden, I just felt like I was literally falling.
Like those dreams that you have when you're falling.
But I wasn't, like, jumping out of it. I was just falling. You didn't hit that.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
And I took 1/3 last hit, fucking torched it. All of a sudden, I got macaroni legs, dude, and I walked to my bed, and I had my wife fucking lay me down. And as soon as I did that, the first mini pop out of my body it was like a blip. It was kind of like letting me know something was going to happen. It was so soft. It was like meditating. And so I freaked out, and I had to wake up and go tell everybody, everything I'm experiencing right now is like heavy meditation. And then all of a sudden I'm like, they all kind of came into my room. I'm like, whoa, guys, you guys can get out. Like, I just wanted to tell you that. And I like lift myself up on my bed. And I just fucking lay my head down. As soon as I lay my head down, I just pop through like the UV spectrum. And I'm like going through millions and millions and millions of colors that were associated with feelings, both of which I've never seen in my life, all the way up until you're there. I don't need to talk like that deep into it, but that was that trip, just going into it. And then coming back from after you need to experience it because it's like a lifetime once you pop up. I could talk about the void and where I was and what I saw forever. But when you come back, you'll never be atheist. There's no fucking way.
I mean, everybody has their beliefs, but to like, I don't know. It's just like our generation, being a millennial. You're a millennial. Fucking barely.
I'm a 90s kid, dude. I
You're
think millennials are 98s, dude.
I'm not even a 98. I'm not even a millennial.
Let me find out when the millennial
Either way, millennials are pieces of shit. Whether I'm one, Justin's one, whoever's one.
Are they?
Generalization. Dude, we're a bunch of snot-nosed kids that have been given everything we wanted throughout our life. Like, we don't have to go through the struggle, Like, I've seen a lot of people go through the struggle, and I've gone through somewhat of a struggle. And it's still fucking... It just flabbergasts me how ungrateful a lot of the younger generation is. Adrian texts me non-fucking stop right now.
Pull that off right now. Get that off. It's buzzing in the mic, dog.
Sorry.
It's over anyway. Fuck it.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, dude, I don't know about if millennials are pieces of shit, so...
Okay, that's generalization, and I don't do that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, our generally
millennials are basically... There's 3 different packs of it, I guess. So Generation Y, Generation Me, and Echo Boomers, and Peter Pan generation. What the fuck? This is Wikipedia. Jesus. So they say the mid-90s to early 2000s, which I'm assuming is the first Peter Pan generation. What does that mean, dude? They're just grown up on excessive technology. They're a whole different breed of human. I have all my friends' kids who know technology at the age of 3, where they watch fucking YouTube and they choose what toys they want based off of YouTube reviews they watched at 3 years old. Like, what are these kids gonna be when they're older? Half robot.
Introverted, man. They're gonna just be introverted. And like, I don't know, I was still part of that generation, man. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 12, 13 years old. And that's like an okay age.
See,
though.
That's late for you. That was really fucking early in my lifetime, and I got one when I was 14. And kids at my school were fucking jealous, dude. I got it for my birthday.
But here's the thing: is like I always we went out. I didn't even have a Facebook until I was like 16 years old. Like my mom was pretty good at making me have like a childhood. Like, did a lot of sports and shit like that. And then I was always out adventuring. When you live in fucking Idaho, man, there's not much more to do. And then social media didn't become relevant in my life until fucking my sophomore year.
Dude, social media just fucking blew up.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Fucking, I don't know. Life.
Dude.
I have a baby on its way. It's crazy.
It's my baby.
Jesus. No. No, 'tis now.
Yeah, Justin's pregnant with my child. He's about 8 weeks along.
Oh, jeez.
They say that it's probably gonna look like Adam Levine. I mean, dude, if you're honestly like another straight male and you don't find Adam Levine just the tiniest bit attractive, then like there's something wrong with you. Like you don't appreciate beauty at that point.
We were talking about that today, actually.
Yeah, no.
David Beckham, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Could you imagine the Beckham Levine kid?
I know, dude.
Dude, that's just too much. That would honestly melt your eyeballs out of your sockets, bro. That's it. That's done. That's like a Rihanna Beyonce baby.
That baby would be in sitcoms from when it's fucking 2 till it's 18, and it spirals out of control and has a heroin overdose at 23.
Who was that? Phoenix. Fuck. What's his
Joaquin
life?
Phoenix?
No. His first name's Phoenix. He was an actor, but he overdosed on a speedball at 23, and that's exactly his life. Phoenix River. That's the one. Phoenix River. Google him right now.
Phoenix River.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, dude. He'll be another Phoenix River. Oh, like, so high I can't press the keys here, I guess.
You can't even spell Phoenix.
Jesus. All right, Phoenix
River.
Typing like an idiot.
Right there. The actor. Wikipedia.
Okay.
Bam. No. Yes. How old was he? Yep. 23 years old.
Was an American actor, musician, and activist. He was the older brother to Rain Phoenix. It is Joaquin Phoenix's brother. Joaquin Phoenix went on a weird turn too. Phoenix works encompassed 24 films. October on Halloween he died.
In the Viper Room.
Died combined drug intoxication following a drug overdose on the sidewalk outside of a West Hollywood nightclub. Damn. That's the way to go.
I got a lot of random facts, dude. It's weird.
Dude, can you imagine? He was living the life.
And that's why I died on a speedball overdose, bro.
That's like everyone does that.
No.
Well, there's a generation of people like Kurt Cobain killed himself.
Kurt Cobain didn't kill himself.
Kurt Cobain killed himself because his music sucked.
All right, listen. Kurt Cobain, listen. How are you about to inject literally 6 points of heroin into your body at once? Okay, I don't think you realize how much 6 points of heroin is, but it's a fucking lot. Okay, 6 points of heroin into your body, load a shotgun, shoot the shotgun at your face, and that shotgun shell ends up on the opposite side of the body in which the cartridge was ejected from. Please explain to me how that... Oh, and he had time to put away his heroin utensils, his paraphernalia. He had time after injecting 6 points of fucking grade A heroin into his veins. He put away his heroin shit and then blew his brains off, and he didn't die.
It's all because his music sucked.
Yeah, fuck you. Such a cocksucker.
I don't know if that's just true, but it's interesting.
You need to watch.
I've heard about it because they think that his girlfriend Courtney Love did it, right?
Courtney Love had to have done it, dude.
Like maybe not did it, but had someone do it or be involved.
Yeah, something like that. She had to.
But she's a crazy ass bitch. I could see her.
I mean, come on, man. Of course she is.
I could see her fucking killing him.
Yo, dude.
Man.
Look up.
Yeah, but that's what would happen to fucking David Beckham and Adam Levine, baby.
That exact situation, you would overdose on a speedball because you just couldn't handle it.
Poor Adam Beckham. Levine.
David Levine is the way it'd have to go, man.
David Levine, you get the fuck in here.
David Adam. Oh, dude, that's a solid name.
David Adam.
I think we might just came up with my baby name right there.
Oh, David Adam.
Dude.
Throw a David at him.
Hey. Fucking, I gotta today withdraw my entire savings account for rent. That's a feeling of adulting.
Yeah.
That fucking blows.
I'm eating ramens and shit.
Except for we ate chorizo.
Well, that's
so you're a lying cocksucker.
Bread, eggs, and chorizo is less than $10, dude.
Yeah, dude. We could live off that shit.
Well, I know, but like, see, that's the thing is I've been eating out. Like, I told Jeanette for the same price as some of our fucking breakfast, we got shitty food for a whole week. Like, we go out to breakfast and easily spend $35.
Yeah, dude, me and Adrian have been eating out a lot less, too. Because I just can't fucking afford it, man. You don't realize how much money you actually spend on food.
Yeah, like I said, $35, and then I went to fucking Albertsons or Winco or whatever and got a week's worth of shitty food for $35. So at the very least, you can always have that, and then like vegetables and random shit. It's cheap. Like meat, a roast was like $4.99 a pound. It was $8 for a pound for a roast.
Dude, that's not bad, man. Yo, but I bring this up. So, what I want for my birthday from you, I need this. Since I was born on the bicycle day,
Okay.
I need you to draw up or get somebody to draw up a fucking bicycle day themed tattoo.
Oh, dude, my buddy Ernest. My homie Ernest, actually. Let's go. I'll show you his work. I'll see what he could do. Because he wants to be on the podcast. You fucking little butthole.
Dude, tattoo me on bicycle day on the podcast.
No, I'm getting fucking podcast tattooed. But
on my birthday.
I keep telling him that I'm going to get him on the podcast. It's just hard for me to get out there. And so I feel bad. But I'll show you Ernest, dude. He's been fucking killing the game. He works at, let me look here. He just got a spot. Oh, where was he working again? I have to remember. That's not it. That's not him. That's a fucking, those are jokes.
I don't know why somebody so big would get just that on their stomach. That's weird.
I know.
My brother has a fucking spider with tattoo guns tattooed on his stomach, straight black ink.
Really?
Yeah, it's done clean. It's just straight black ink. He said it hurt like a motherfucker.
So let's see what we got here.
That's not Paga.
Ernest, dude, where can I look at your... Oh, it's probably... Oh, I'm looking on his personal page. Jesus, that's why. He's a fucking cool motherfucker. This is where we go here. Tattoos by Ernest Omarjic.
Oh, that Jack Skellington's alright.
Dude, he's
like a robot.
Look,
Jack
dude,
Skellington.
I wanted this pretty bad. Fucking, he did this heart with a ship in the middle of it. Let's see, I'll show you. He did his first run. He just did that. That was original.
That's dope.
Yeah, right. This heart, it's pretty fucking cool.
That is actually very, very dope.
An anatomical heart, and then it's got a ship. But yeah, Ernest, what are you fucking tattooing at, dude? He did the whole like Friday the 13th run. I wanted to go down and get a tattoo from him, but they're fucking clean.
As soon as it becomes socially acceptable, I'm getting both my hands tattooed, a blue and a red rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe a blue, or maybe.
I have a tattoo on my fucking face.
I mean, yeah, but true.
Dude, it's fucking...
No, go back to Facebook real quick.
I'm going. I just got a link too.
Go to
Hold on, I'm gonna find out. I gotta shout where he's at right now. Ernest, where you working, dude?
What's his last name? We'll just shout him out right now.
I already did. I just need to know. I forget where he's at. Yeah, it hurts, dude. That's where he's at. He's like, yeah, it hurts tattoo in fucking Boise. That took me a fucking second.
Tattoos by Clayton. Type that up.
That one's sick as fuck.
Dude, third eyes are always sick, especially because it's like a lazy third eye.
Yeah, and the cat's in the middle of it, dude. And that moon thing.
That moon thing.
Yeah, dude, I just love, like, art.
I do too, dude.
But he's going to be on the podcast, I fucking promise. But he's the one that I would say drop a tattoo bicycle thing because it would give it a little bit of a fucking oomph to it.
Tattoos by Clayton.
Tattoos by...
Clayton.
Wow, it was, like, down there. Third one up.
Bam. This is my homie. Clayton Barnell.
Clayton Barnell. Built for Speed Tattoo.
Yeah, in
Roost.
Twin Falls.
The Roost Tattoo.
Clayton Merritt.
Oh!
He's my brother's friend. He did a lot of Brandon's tattoos, but Brandon has the world in his hand, in his bicep, and it's melting, and it's fucking tight. You're looking at the same 4
pictures.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's really clean on the color,
cool.
dude.
It looks like doodles. That one, the one that's on there right there, that looks fucking sick.
He's got a variety of types. Like, look, he'll go fucking new school, traditional. Like, he's good black and white. His color is almost fucking pristine, bro. But he gets just the right fucking shading of it. Yeah, dude.
Skull in that one. So, tattoos by Clayton.
Look at that shit. Yeah, that is a new. That's clean. Fucking dope. That's dope.
Some head tats, dude.
Yeah, dude. If you can do a clean head tat, man, I trust you with needles on my body.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Look at that shit, dude. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. If you broke that bow down, that's crazy how much detail. Break it down.
I swear I've seen that fucking tree before on someone's arm.
Yeah, my brother has it on his arm.
Is your brother's arm?
Mm-hmm. See, it's like so many different types, too. It's not just like one.
Yeah, I like that traditional shit. I want to get some traditional work.
I do, too. Fucking.
I want my throat done so bad. Well, shit, dude. I'm fucking stoned.
Me too, man. We're out of weed. We smoked all of it.
Thank you.
We got like a solid 6 bowls out of that.
Yeah.
Out of that little ass fucking piece I took off the top of my nug.
I'm squeezed.
Squeezy breezy.
Dude, let me hit your 6.
My breezy?
Yeah, your breezy squeezy.
Breezy squeezy, dog.
So, on my last podcast, I was talking with Jason. I made up this thing. Put a bunch of M words together, like moist milk monkey. Or like mutilated monkey milk.
Mutilated monkey milk.
Milk mommy master.
So a bunch of alliterations.
Yeah, just gotta go at it fast. So that's how you gotta end the podcast doing that.
Does it have to be with M's?
Yeah, because I don't want you to spit a fucking tongue twister out on me. That's a real thing. I want you to like.
All right, so it's got to be with M's.
Yeah, start out slow and just work your way into it. Get it wet.
Milky Mansion Monsoon.
Whoa, those are new ones into the mix.
Monstrous molested mutations. Dude, it's fucking hard with M words, man.
Muffled milk mans. Milk just makes it better. Moist milk, mutilated monster mans.
Mayonnaise, motor oil, and man candy.
Mayonnaise Motorola.
It smells like hot motor and hot mayonnaise and motor oil.